A threat to expose you to your religious community can feel uniquely devastating. If a blackmailer claims they will contact your pastor, imam, rabbi, priest, or other faith leader, the fear is not just embarrassment. It is a fear of judgment, exclusion, and perceived spiritual harm. Sextortion criminals understand this pressure and use faith-based shame and community stigma to force compliance. Research on sexual extortion shows that reporting and help-seeking remain very low due to shame, fear, and negative perceptions, including fear of how members of your religious community will react. This fear is real, and while some threats do escalate, many are exaggerated or used as intimidation rather than based on verified access. In this video, we'll outline the real risks behind religious community threats, how often these claims are used as psychological pressure, and the practical steps to reduce exposure and prevent escalation. Why religious leaders are named. Blackmailers search for leverage tied to trust and authority. Religious communities often represent moral standing, belonging, and family ties. Criminals exploit this by claiming they will send messages or images to a religious leader to provoke panic. Law enforcement notes that many of these threats rely on bluff tactics rather than verified access. The goal is emotional collapse, not truth. Knowing this, you should still take any online threats seriously and handle them with caution. Understanding this dynamic can help weaken the criminal's power. Common faith-based shame tactics used by blackmailers. Criminals targeting religious communities often repeat similar strategies. Claims they found your religious leader's email or social profile. Drafted messages meant to appear ready to send. Language invoking sin, disgrace, or dishonor. Deadlines designed to force immediate compliance. Statements implying permanent community rejection. These tactics are often meant to weaponize belief, not necessarily reflect guaranteed contact. Why this threat feels especially dangerous. Faith-based shame can trigger profound emotional distress. Research on trauma and identity-based threats shows that threats targeting core identity and belief systems intensify anxiety and trauma responses. Victims may fear spiritual consequences alongside social fallout. The FBI warns that complying with sextortion demands rarely ends the threat and often leads to escalating demands. Silence does not protect faith or reputation. Strategic action does. Protecting yourself without betraying your faith. If a blackmailer threatens your religious community, focus on control and documentation. Our experts recommend the following approach. Preserve all evidence. Save messages, threats, usernames, images, and timestamps exactly as received. Avoid deleting accounts or conversations impulsively. Evidence preservation is critical. Assess real exposure risk calmly. Report the crime to the platform you received threats on, as well as law enforcement. In the US, you should notify the FBI. Reporting creates documentation and helps authorities track faith-based coercion patterns. Consider supportive counseling if fear or guilt feels overwhelming. Trauma responses after sextortion are recognized by mental health professionals. Seek expert help. Reputable private cybersecurity firms experienced in sextortion can evaluate exposure risk, guide response strategy, and reduce escalation without increasing danger. If you choose to involve a trusted faith leader on your own terms, do so when you feel safe and supported. Control over disclosure belongs to you, not a criminal. You deserve the freedom to safely follow your faith. A blackmailer threatening your religious community is exploiting fear, not holding authority over your beliefs or your standing. While the threat feels deeply personal, it is a known coercion tactic designed to force silence and compliance. Acting strategically, preserving evidence, and seeking expert support can significantly reduce risk and help restore control. If a blackmailer is threatening your religious community, you don't have to face it alone. Blackmail.HelpLine provides confidential risk assessment, evidence review, and expert response planning designed to reduce exposure and prevent escalation. Our specialists understand how faith-based shame tactics are used to pressure victims and can help you evaluate real risk, document threats properly, and choose a response strategy that protects both your privacy and your well-being. Nobody should face fear in a place of worship. You deserve to feel safe and secure within your religious community. You can speak with a specialist 24/7 at 888-634-1535 or visit Blackmail.HelpLine.com for private, empathetic support. Helpful links and resources. To learn more, visit our website at Blackmail.HelpLine.com. The link is in the description below. Feel free to leave a comment with your questions or call us directly at 888-634-1535. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you'd like us to cover more cases like this. See you in the next video.